We're on a good run of games. The downside is everybody's tired. I got niggling injuries left and right, and as a result, the teams we're going to be playing against United today and Rabbit Nikki are just not going to be the best. Now, we beat Pandev 3-1. This was a good game for us. Nevsky, a hat trick's worth of goals against Anderlecht. This was a close game. It took a Puertas goal in the 89th minute for them to pull ahead. Now, they outshot us. They had more on target. Their XG was definitely much higher. But we made the most of our opportunities. Tasevsky had a brace of goals. They were both well done. We held our shape well. We defended really well. I was really looking forward to the draw. Then we just had a defensive lapse, and Puertas was able to put them ahead. I think there's no shame in that by any stretch of the imaginations. You know, they've already qualified, so it's going to come down to Anderlecht and Maccabi Tel Aviv. As long as Anderlecht doesn't start like their under-7 squad, I think we're qualifying for the Euro Cup 2, no problem. But we're playing United today because I always play at least one. I play at least one live comp per team in the series, just so everybody gets to see them. And you know, we had some good results against Borac and Skandija and Rabbit Nikki. The Rabbit Nikki game was nice because they're also a rival, so this was a very good game for us. But yeah, here's what we're looking at. We're going to have Grosdanowski in goal, Tasevsky, Bozanovsky, Barty, and Jankulov as a defensive back four. Stamkov is a defensive mid behind Marati and Tasevsky. Tosevsky and Nikolavsky up top as the attacking mids, and Dimitrov as the striker. The issue is I've got a 16-year-old starting at winger because Ristov is injured. What I need to do is bring Stoyanov up and start him. And then, where did he go? He was literally right here. Can Davidovsky play right? I know he can play mid, though. I'm going to start Vaj at defensive mid, I think, because he likes to play. He can play defensive mid. So, and honestly, we're playing this 4-3-3 more out of the fact that I need a good left winger, and Tasevsky is my only available really healthy left winger. We can play Marion as well, but Tasevsky is definitely better. So the other issue is, take this off. I don't know what sort of squad United is going to be playing. I think we're just going to lower the lines here as well. It could be. We'll take a look here. So it is the B squad. We are at Old Trafford. I just want a good showing. And it's in the rain. Grosdanowski covers the ball. Throws it out to Jankulov. It's been a while since I've even do that. Tasevsky passes it up. Stoyanov is there. And he's pushed out of bounds. Should be a corner kick. Or not. Aaron, and a nice save by Grosdanowski off the header from Bain. Clark. Menu, Beasley, Flatas, Hansen, back to Flatas, dispossessed. Tasevsky to Dimitrov, back to Tasevsky, out to Stoyanov. Stoyanov to Jankulov, Tasevsky. Stoyanov, long cross towards Tasevsky, gets the ball down to Tosevsky. Back to Tasevsky, Vaj, top the box. Tasevsky in the box, takes the shot, but it's high. Bain again with the header. Grosdanowski saves it, and the United player kicks that out of bounds. Went off one of my guys, though, so they're saying it's going to be a corner. Was in again, knocked away. Flatus is going to run it down. Bealey to Masuku. To Woodfine. To Bealey. Flatus to Masuku. Crosses it in. Menu's there. Nicolau. The Cypriot striker with a goal. It's a good ball movement by them. Nicolau stepped right in front of Grosdanowski to put it away. Grosdanowski picks it back up on the left. On the left. Dimitrov to Tosevsky, who's on the left. Tosevsky. Back to Tosevsky. Murati. Tosevsky. Murati. Centers it. Dimitriov's there, but he can't turn on it fast enough, and he sends it wide right. Aronson. Wan-Bissaka to Masuku. Kolu. And Grozdanovsky, a nice save. Jankelov. Bounces it off to Kolu, and it goes out for the goal kick. And Masoku scores off the set piece. Took a little bit of effort, but he got it. Clark on the throw-in. Bealey. Fleitas is there. How did that go in? Grozdanovsky just absolutely misplayed that. Vaj. Tosevsky. Murati tries getting it up, but Woodfine intercepts it. Bissaka just bombs it down the field. Bozanovsky. Vaj to Tosevsky. Out to Jankelov. Jankelov holds it up to Stoyanov. Corner of the box. Tries heading it in, but Bissaka intercepts. Back and forth. Tosevsky. Long shot off the crossbar. And that is half. 7 shots went on target for us. 15 and 10 for United. Tosevsky on the throw-in. Tosevsky to Murati. Murati to Vaj. Vaj, Tosevsky to Murati. Tries feeding it in. Dimitrov, however, gets the rebound. We get one back. That was a defensive breakdown on Man United's part, but we took advantage of it. That's what we're supposed to do. Woodfine intercepted it, and then he tried getting it to Bain, and Dimitrov just stepped right in front of him. Kickoff highlight. This isn't good. Hugo to Bealey. Woodfine. Back to Woodfine. Hansen. All the way back to Torre. Torre bombs it forward. Hugo heads it down. Fleitas is there. Grozdanovsky used to be a youth keeper for United. You would think he would be interested in putting on a better show in front of his former team to say, look what you're missing out on. Instead of that Piker Torres in goal, you could have me. But no. He's playing like this. 60 minutes in, we're going to make a couple of subs. We're going to switch Vaj and Tosevsky. And bring on David Oski. We're going to get Stoyanov off and bring on Novotsky. 2 goals down, 3 goals down, 16 years old, 70,000 people. What could go? David Oski, Murati, Clark to Arana, Clark to Bain, Bealey, back to Clark, back and forth, good ball movement by United. Arana driving forward, faster than any of my defenders, holds it up. Errant pass though, Tosevsky knocks away but goes right to Clark. Clark has a runner with Bealey before they sort it out. Clark to Arana. Arana to Clark to Bealey. Aronson top of the box. I'm trying not to be upset. I really, really am. But oh my God. Tosevsky launches at 4. Dimitrov isn't going to get there because Humphreys Pegram is faster, and he has Torre to Bain. Hansen. Headed down. Davidovsky ends up with it. Davidovsky over to Tosevsky. Tosevsky goes outside. Gets it to Maradi. Maradi crosses it in. Nikolovsky's there, but he can't get ahead on it. The United player got in his way. Arana up the field to Huggle. Huggle's pass is intercepted by Tosevsky. Tosevsky gets it to Davidovsky. Back to Tosevsky. Tosevsky. Nikolovsky got by the defender. Doesn't really have any help. Davidovsky top of the box. Crosses it. Maradi's there and flying crane kicks it above the crossbar. Wan-Bissaka. Aronson. Masuku. Flatus. Hansen Aronson to Bealey. Bain to Humphreys Pregum. Hansen Aronson to Wan-Bissaka. Bissaka to Masuku. Why he's being double covered, I'm not sure. Bissaka. Jankelov knocks it away, though. Goes up the field. Pegram to Aronson. Man United back on the attack. Long pass, but Jankelov intercepts that. Barty. Davidovsky. Davidovsky to Nikolevsky. Dimitrov. Davidovsky. Breaks through and just wide right. That would have been nice if he had scored. Would have been a good goal for the youngster. And that is the game. A 5-1 victory for Man United. Not unexpected. But the way it happened, though, was just really interesting, and somehow my squad's demotivated. See, 58,000 in unallocated prize match money. And Anderlecht beat Maccabi Tel Aviv. Well, we've got Skopje coming up in the Cup quarterfinal. I would have thought we would have heard an announcement about Euro Cup 2. Hey, we no longer hold a record. Quarbag set a new record for number of goals allowed in a season with 23. And we got Lille in the knockout round. Who are very much a good team. Where did they finish last season? In 6th. Got our work cut out for us. Doesn't help that Grosdanowski's out for 2 to 3 weeks with a twisted ankle. So Vanov is going to start between the sticks for us. For the Rabbit-Nicky match in the Cup quarterfinal. And Balasica. He's an okay keeper for this quality of football. I wouldn't want to start him against any of the European squads we're playing, though. He's got a decent amount of playing time in the past, especially on the under 23 squads. But I tried sending him out on loan. I initially thought about sending him out on loan this season and then decided against it because if Grosdanowski did go down, I wanted at least, at least capable backup. So we are playing Lille in the Euro Cup. They finished 6th last season in League One. They've got a really good squad. It's going to be tough. The good news is we don't play them until middle of February, I want to say. Yeah, we'll come back for it. We'll come back for them for the next episode after this one, which is good because Grosdanowski twisted his ankle and he's out for 3 to 6 weeks, or 3 to 5 weeks, 2 to 5, something. Let's see here. Current injuries. Grosdanowski 2 to 4 weeks, which is fine. I've got Ivanov who I can start in goal, and he's okay for this level of football. And Grosdanowski is definitely the better keeper. And honestly, I wouldn't mind getting a better backup keeper for Ivanov, which is why I'm letting him go when his contract runs out at the end of next year. But for the next couple of games, I'm okay starting him in goal. I think the quality of players we have in front of him are better than the vast majority of the teams in the Macedonian League, and so they'll help cover up any weaknesses we have there. So this is who we're going to play today. We got Ivanov in goal. We got Tasevsky, Stamkov, Boznovsky, and Jankelov as the defensive back. For Vaj is the defensive mid behind Murati and Davidovsky. Pandev and Novetsky is the attacking mids with Hadzievsky up top as the striker. Can I go to the 4-2-4? Let's see what happens when we do this in quick pick. Ooh, I am quite okay with that. So this is the team we're starting today. It's going to be Ivanov in goal, Stamkov, Vaj, Boznovsky, and Jankelov as the defensive back four. Murati and Davidovsky as the midfielders, rather. Pandev and Novetsky as the attacking mids. Dimitrov and Hadzievsky up top as the strikers. Yeah, we're going to pull Tasevsky off, or we're going to pull Stamkov off and start Tasevsky. I don't know why he keeps going down. I've been training the heck out of him. I'm obviously doing something wrong in training, and I just have not had the time or energy to sit down and really investigate it. Pandev gets the header. He's driving forward. Murati to Tasevsky. Pandev. Davidovsky. Out to Jankelov. Jankelov crosses in. Murati's there. And he is fouled. Kuders fouled him. Tripped him as he was going out of bounds. And he puts it away, upper right corner. Well done. Najevic throws it in. Blazevsky to Kostovsky. Petresky. One touches it up to Pavlov. Back to Kotovsky. Maximov. The header, the ball is intercepted. Pandev ends up with it. Gets it back to Vaj. Vaj to Pandev. Pandev tries lofting it towards Hadzievsky, but it's knocked down by Rosso. He sends it forward too far. Vaj is going to pick it up, get it to Tasevsky. Back to Vaj. Murati. Back to Boznovsky. Boznovsky lofts it forward. Not quite sure why, but Novetsky ends up with it after Hadzievsky knocks it down. Hadzievsky absolutely lasers a shot in from the top of the box, just at the edge of the circle. Riso's header was intercepted by Hadzievsky. Chepanovsky. Pandev knocks the ball away. Murati's going to run it down. Let's get the counterattack started. Murati gives the ball away to Lucev. Launched forward, Pavlov. And he pushes it just wide right. That was close. Lucev runs down the ball. Ivanov rolls the ball out to Boznovsky. Davidovsky back to Boznovsky. Over to Vaj. Vaj to Tasevsky. Tasevsky up to Pandev. Pandev to Dimitrov. Dimitrov to Murati. Back to Dimitrov. Gives it away to Pandev. Pandev centers it. Hadzievsky's there. An easy tap in for the goal. His 18th of the season. This was really well done. Murati, Dimitrov, Pandev takes it all the way to baseline, and Hadzievsky's just right there. Keeper was watching the near post too much. And that is halftime with a 3-0 lead thanks to a brace of goals by Hadzievsky. We are firmly in control of the game. Pandev to Davidovsky. Davidovsky back to Boznovsky. Boznovsky to Jankelov. Back to Boznovsky. He's still freaking a giant on the pitch. Novetsky. Jankelov. All the way back to Ivanov. Ivanov gets it to Vaj. Vaj to Tasevsky. Tasevsky to Pandev. Dimitrov centers it to Hadzievsky. He taps it up. Novetsky. Murati takes a shot, but gosh, he's right there with a nice stop. It was an ambitious shot by Murati, and gosh, he did well to stop it. Kostovsky. No, gives the ball away. Jankelov to Bosnowski. Davidovsky. Vaj to Bosnowski. Up to Jankelov. Feeds Nevevsky. Back to Davidovsky. Hadzievsky. Oh, dispossessed. Dimitrov ends up with it. He puts the ball away, though. It was a really good defensive play there for a second. Hadzievsky, no. That's what you get for playing teams with players with long names that sound similar. You can't always keep up the commentary. Hadzievsky tries getting the ball to Kostovsky, but Kostovsky is dispossessed. The ball goes right to Dimitrov, though, and he scores. It's a balancing act between how fast you want the gameplay to go and how well you can pronounce the names. And I've just never been able to pronounce names all that well, no matter how fast or slow the game is. So I mentioned we're going to make a couple of changes. Well, at least one change here. We're going to get Murati off and bring on Tasevsky. Rosso to Polly, back to Rosso. Rosso down the right line, crosses it in. Pavlov's there, and he puts it far post for the header. That was nice. They get a goal back. They break up the clean sheet. Nevevsky loses the ball. Madievic. Trapanovsky. Back to Madievic to Petresky. Petresky to Filipovsky. Pavlov to Topali. Oh, kicks it too hard. Ivanov ends up with the ball. He holds onto it, rolls it out to Vaj. Bozanovsky. Jankelov. Bozanovsky. Oh, what the heck was that, Jankelov? I can't tell if that was Jankelov's fault or Bozanovsky's fault. Rosso's pass is intercepted, or Rosso's throw was intercepted, rather. Tasevsky, Davidovsky, back to Vaj. Vaj bombs it forward. No one in a Vardar uniforms there. Filipovsky to Petresky. Filipovsky out to Rosso. Rosso to Polly. Pavlov turns around to Filipovsky. Trapanovsky. Pavlov. That's like 3 goals in 10 minutes. Bozanovsky runs down the header off corner kick. Pandev. Davidovsky. Pandev. Madievic dispossesses him. Bozanovsky wins the header, though. Tasevsky. Davidovsky. Tasevsky to Pandev. Pandev feeds Tasevsky, and Tasevsky puts it away. 5-3 with 9 minutes to play. What could possibly go wrong? I can tell I'm getting frustrated. I keep hitting my mic more. Nice shot by Tasevsky. And they went Christmas tree. Jankelov, Nevevsky, back to Jankelov. Bozanovsky crosses the field to Tasevsky. Tasevsky pushes forward, crosses the midfield line, gives the ball to Pandev. Pandev to Hadzievsky, who chests the ball down too far. Gashi picks it up. Bozanovsky to Davidovsky. Pandev. Tasevsky. Tasevsky running on the left. Up to Pandev. Crosses it in. Nevevsky's there. Davidovsky and Gashi. A very nice stop. And that is the game. Looked a little bit touching. Pavlov had a hat trick's worth of goals in 5 minutes. It was a good win for us. I was not happy with how it went down. I'm going to save the game, and next comes what's going to be an interesting period, the January transfer window. I talked about it a little bit last episode. I got a lot of money to spend. I've got a lot of money to work with in the wage budget. The question is, do I go out and I try and find these better Macedonian players who would consider coming to Vardar, if possible, overpay to get them here? I do know I've looked at a couple of players, including some older players who I think could contribute to the squad for the next couple of seasons, and they don't want to come to the club because they don't believe the Macedonian infrastructure is up to their standards, which does make sense from a certain point of view. But on the other hand, it's like, look, you know, come help the big team in the big league in your country and help make it better. So, I mean, we're 30,000 under the transfer budget. 4 million. I have brought in a couple of players, but I can't remember if they're going to be here in January or June. We'll take a look at that when the January transfer window ends. We had a youth intake preview that was really, really good. Looks like we have 3 or 4 good players coming in. So we got state-of-the-art training facilities, excellent youth facilities, excellent academy coaching, excellent youth recruitment. I don't believe we can expand on that. Well, maybe we can. See if we can improve youth recruitment. And we'll see what happens. So, not the best episode in terms of games. The Rabbit Nikki game was nice, but we almost threw it away. The United game was a disappointment. I knew we were going to lose. I hate saying that out loud, but I knew we were going to lose. I just think we were going to lose like that. I would have thought we've done a better job against them, but that just shows the quality of youth players they get and are able to bring in as the quality of youth players we're developing inside the club. You know, and we've got some good youth players, as evidenced by the fact that the vast majority of them that we've developed are now moving on to other teams. So, you know, it's a good problem to have. Makes the save a little bit tougher, but it's a good problem to have. So that said, if you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM22, and thank you very much for watching.